What's this? A letter for me.
Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports Through the Mail Thursdays. Today I'm going to share with you 3 recent returns that I got back in the mail. And this first one is postmarked from Colorado. And please don't hurt your eyes when I show you this. This is a return from Joe Strain. Get the joke. On 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it looks like on this 1981 he had a little trouble with the Sharpie, so it looks like maybe he got a fresh one out for me to finish off the 81 and 82s. So very fortunate to get all 4 of them back. This one's not the prettiest signature, but it is signed. So let me tell you about Joe Strain and his career in baseball. Joe Strain signed in 1976 with the San Francisco Giants as an amateur free agent. After signing with the Giants, he was assigned to their rookie ball affiliate at 22 years old, where he appeared in 71 games in 1976 for them. The following year, in 1977, he would appear in 136 games for their A ball affiliate, where he batted .338 that year and stole 42 bases, playing the infield for their single-A affiliate. He would skip over Double-A completely and appear in 138 games in 1978 for their Triple-A affiliate, where he again would find success batting .305 that year and stealing 35 bases. Well, in 1979, he would start the year out in Triple-A, and after batting .297, he would get a call-up to the major leagues on June 28, 1979, to the San Francisco Giants. He would appear in 67 games total that year for the Giants, primarily as a backup infielder, playing second base and third base. Well, the following year, he would make the club in 1980, and he would spend the entire year with the club, appearing in 77 games, again in a platoon/backup role. Despite having some success with the Giants decided to trade him after the 1980 season to the Chicago Cubs. Well, when he got to the Cubs, he didn't appear in a whole lot of games in 1981, which I'm going to guess is probably an injury-related type of situation, because he only appeared in 25 games for the Cubs that year and only appeared in 11 in their AAA affiliate. Well, at this time, Joe didn't know, but this would be the last time he would play in the major leagues. Well, in 1982, he would bounce back and appear in 80 games for the Cubs' AAA affiliate, and despite putting up a .293 batting average, he didn't get a call-up to the majors. Well, the Cubs let him go after that 82 season, and he signed on with the Texas Rangers. And he spent the majority of the season appearing in 86 games for the Rangers that year in 1983, but did not get a call-up to the majors. With not wanting to spend another year potentially in the minor leagues, Joe decided to retire from baseball and actually became a high school teacher in 1983. And he taught high school and coached boys basketball from 1986 to 2002, and finished his retirement as a teacher in 2003. Well, that was his obviously winter job, and during the off seasons he would actually work as a scout in player development and also a coach in some of the Giants short season leagues, such in the Northwest League, like the Everett Giants and the Salem Kaiser Volcanoes. So this worked out with his teaching career, where he could work, part-time during the summers in the shortened seasons of the rookie ball. So he coached in rookie ball up until 2004, actually. Now, currently, he actually is retired in the Denver area, and he is an assistant coach with the Metropolitan University Roadrunners, which is a Division II school, on their baseball team. So Strain is still involved in the game. This is again one of those people that I've highlighted on my channel that has had a lifetime career in baseball, whether that's being a minor league player, a major league player, a scout, a coach, from being a school teacher. I mean, it's just an amazing story to hear the life and the stories of Joe Strain, because this is really what this channel is about, is highlighting these type of players that you may not have known about. So we'll move on to the next one, and the next one is postmarked from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And this is probably one of the best pitchers in Milwaukee history. And who am I talking about other than former Milwaukee Brewers pitcher Bill Castro on 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let me tell you about Bill Castro and his career in baseball. Hailing from the Dominican Republic, the Milwaukee Brewers signed Bill Castro in October of 1970. In 1971, the 19-year-old Castro found him pitching in the Milwaukee Brewers Low A affiliate. After that 71 season, in 1972, he would be a mainstay in the bullpen in the Milwaukee Brewers minor league systems until 1974, when he got a call up to the major leagues late in the season, appearing in 8 games for the Milwaukee Brewers. Well, in 1975, Castro, at 23 years old, would cement himself in the Milwaukee Brewers bullpen, appearing in 18 games, posting a 2.52 ERA. The following year, he would post a 3.45 ERA in 39 appearances, and the following year would appear in 51 games for the Brewers. But in the 1978 season, this would be by far one of the best seasons of his career. He would appear in 42 games for the Brewers bullpen, posting a 5-4 record and a minuscule 1.81 ERA. The 1979 season was very similar, where he appeared in 39 games, posting a 3-1 record with a 2.03 ERA. 1980, his win-loss record did dip to 2-4, but he still posted a 2.77 ERA in 56 games for the Brewers that year. Despite being one of the best pitchers for the Brewers organization out of their bullpen for that stretch of time, the Brewers did not try to re-sign Castro. Instead, he opted to sign with the New York Yankees. Well, he spent the entire 1981 season with the Yankees. However, appearing just in 11 games at the majors, they sent him down to the minors to try to convert him into a starting pitcher. He did okay as a starter in the minors and actually posted an 8-1 record that year for the Yankees AAA affiliate. I just find it odd that this is one of the best at his position as a reliever, and the Yankees sign him and say, okay, now you're going to be one of our starters. I don't get that. So his 1 year in New York was very brief, and after the 81 season, the Yankees decided to trade him to the California Angels. Well, he was only with the Angels for 1 week, and they released him right when the season started on April 6th. Well, about a month later, the Oakland A's decided to sign Bill, and Bill would only pitch in the A's minor league affiliate for 12 games before they, as well, decided to release him from his contract on June 25th. So, finding his third team in 1982, Bill signed with the Kansas City Royals, and he would finish out the year with the Royals pitching in the major leagues, posting a 3.45 ERA in just 21 games. So despite this, the Royals brought him back in the 1983 season. He struggled in 18 games for the Royals, and in July of 1983, the Royals decided to release him, and he signed for the remainder of the season with the team that brought him to the majors, the Milwaukee Brewers. So he wrapped up the end of the 83 season appearing in 18 games for the Brewers and their AAA affiliate, not getting a call up back to the majors. So that's Bill Castro, the player. I mean, for a stretch of time, for about 4 or 5 years, this was one of the best relief pitchers in baseball. I mean, his ERA was minuscule for a couple seasons there. I mean, his career ERA is still 3.33. Which is amazing, compared to today's numbers. He has a 31 win and 26 loss record as a reliever. In his career, he only started 9 games out of the 303 that he pitched. So that's Bill Castro, the player. Well, after Castro retired, as a player, he got into coaching. And he coached in some minor league affiliates, working his way up to eventually becoming a major league coach and he became a major league coach in 1992 with the Milwaukee Brewers. And from 1992 to 2009, he was one of the longest tenure coaches in Milwaukee Brewers history. Well, unfortunately, the 2009 Brewers struggled, and in August of 2009, Bill was relieved of his duties as the pitching coach for the Brewers. Castro would then move on a couple years later to be the pitching coach for the Baltimore Orioles. That tenure lasted a couple years, and as you know, the Baltimore Orioles pitchers have struggled quite mightily over the last decade or so, and Bill Castro was a victim of that circumstance as well. So Castro, after 2013, was not coaching as a pitching coach anymore in the majors. One of the neat things about his history is he was the pitching coach on the first ever Dominican Republic World Baseball Classic team. The first year the World Baseball Classic happened, Castro was the pitching coach for Team Dominican Republic. I am assuming Castro is still involved in baseball. I don't know if he's coaching anymore, but he had certainly a wonderful career as both a player and a coach. So thank you very much, Mr. Castro, for signing my cards, and we'll move on to the next one. All right, so this final one is a return that I actually got back before the baseball season started. I've just been sitting on it a little bit, so this isn't a real recent success. But the return is from, if you recall, I got Bryn Smith to sign this a while ago. This is a return from Brad Mills, who's the third player on this 1982 Topps rookie card. And I got Mr. Mills to also sign his 83 Topps. And also a couple minor league sets that I happen to have cards of, and that's a Peoria Chiefs team set, and I also had this Charleston Wheelers team set, and I've shown this set off before on my channel. Actually, both these sets I've gotten returns back out of that set. So let me tell you about Brad Mills and his career in baseball as well. So like Castro, Mills actually was a player slash coach throughout his career as well. Mills was originally drafted by the Minnesota Twins in the 16th round, but instead chose not to sign, and again was drafted by the Montreal Expos in the 17th round out of the University of Arizona. The California native signed and was assigned to the Expos single-A affiliate, where he appeared in 78 games, posting a .271 batting average. The left-handed hitting third baseman was promoted to Double-A and Triple-A the following year in 1980, where he appeared in 107 games combined that year, posting a .292 batting average and hitting 8 home runs. Well, with this success, the Montreal Expos rewarded him with a debut in 1980 on June 8th, and with the Expos, he appeared in 21 games that year as a rookie and posted a .300 batting average in his short tenure there. Well, despite batting .300, he was sent back to AAA the following year, where he would appear in 118 games, posting a .314 batting average and hitting 12 home runs, and then when called up to the majors would appear in just 17 games, posting a .238 batting average. 1982 would be more of the same, where he would split time between AAA and the majors, but primarily in the majors he would appear as a part-time player slash pinch hitter. 1983 would be more of the same, spending some time in AAA and appearing in just 14 games for the team that year at the major league level. This would be the last time that Mills would play as a major league player in the majors. After spending the start of the season in 1984 in the Expos AAA system, on July 4th he was traded to the Houston Astros and would finish out the remainder of the year with Houston. In 1985 he would again play for the Astros in AAA but not get a call to the majors. And we're going to come back to the Astros here in a second. If you're an Astros fan, you're going to really like what I tell you about this if you don't know it already about Brad Mills. After he finished his time with the Astros, he then signed with the Chicago Cubs and played in AAA for the Cubs. Well, after the 86 season, he retired as a player and got into coaching. And both of these cards are actually Cubs affiliates that he coached with in the mid to late 80s. He would also coach in the Rockies and the Dodgers organization ranging from 1987 to 2002 in those organizations, and he would also work for the Cubs as a scout. From 1997 to 2000, he would work for the Phillies. In 2003, he would work for the Montreal Expos as a bench coach. From 2004 to 2009, Mills was teamed again with his former teammate, Terry Francona, as he was the bench coach of the Boston Red Sox. With the Red Sox, Mills would win 2 World Series rings both in 2004 and 2007 as a member of those teams. Well, on October 27, 2009, Mills was named the manager of the Houston Astros. Remember, we talked about the Astros. Unfortunately, Mills' success as a manager was not too successful. He holds the dubious distinction of leading the Astros to their first ever 100-loss season in their entire franchise history in 2011. The trend continued through 2012, and on August 18, 2012, Brad Mills was relieved of his duties after just 2 years at the manager helm of the Astros. So, after losing his job at the Astros, guess where Brad went? He would join Terry Francona again with the Cleveland Indians, being their bench coach. Mills would remain with the team. When the pandemic hit in 2020, Mills decided to opt out as a coach. He would not return as the bench coach in 2021. According to his Wikipedia page, he is still with the Cleveland Guardians organization in an undetermined capacity. It doesn't really say what he does. So my guess is if he is working with them, it'd probably be a player development type of thing or a advanced scout type of thing. So very, very happy to get Brad Mills to sign. I would really love to get Terry Francona to finish that off, but I don't know how I'm going to accomplish that. Terry's a very, very busy guy, especially during the baseball season. Before Terry was a huge success, I guess you would say, being the manager of the multiple teams that he managed. He used to be a pretty good TTMer. I think as of recent, he's kind of shied away from doing that, but Terry is a good signer, from my understanding, if you can catch him at the right place at the right time. So maybe one day I'll get a chance to get Terry to sign that 82 Topps and finish it off for me, with Brent Smith already on there. I want to thank Mr. Bill Castro for signing my cards as well. Like I said, this is one of the best relief pitchers of the of his era, and just a lot of people don't realize how good Billy Castro was. So definitely take a look at his numbers, in the link below when I connect them. I also want to thank Mr. Joe Strain for signing my cards as well. This is one of those individuals that had a lifetime career in baseball. Actually, all 3 of these guys have had a lifetime career in baseball, from starting out as a minor league player to a major league player to being a coach, a scout in the minor leagues, all the way to working their way up to the major leagues. So thanks for taking the time to learn about these individuals. I look forward to your comments below, and as always, happy collecting.